Live from Cool Boys Central.
You're the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
From bat tips to bat nips, we are just three cool boys revisiting Batman, the animated series, and wearing hats. This is Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast.
I see Batman and Beyond.
Greetings, Cool Boy Nation, and welcome to another installment of Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast. I'm Felk.
I'm Ballard.
I'm Steven.
Tonight's episode is P.O.V. Directed by Kevin Altieri. This one features a story by Mitch Bryan and a teleplay by Sean Catherine Derrick. Might be a woman. And Lauren Bright. Probably a woman. So, maybe an entirely female-written episode. It originally aired September 18th, 1992, and features the first appearance of the drug lord and his gangsters?
Yeah. The boss.
This is a guy, who has no name.
The boss.
Wikipedia says, a botched police operation results in the suspension of those involved. Officer Wilkes, Officer Renee Montoya, and Detective Bullock. Confronted by their superiors, each of them is forced to tell their tale of what happened that night. And those tales differ from one another. I don't like this episode.
When I was watching it, I felt like it was trying to do like a Rashomon thing or something. Where
Totally. Akira Kurosawa's Rashomon, for sure.
But it was like half-assed or like completely like, we wanted to show you how each person's perspective is different, but then it just kind of like I went off into, I guess, having to tell the story in a 22-minute episode, but I did it poorly to me.
And it also kind of is, it ended up being a very focused story. It was a Renee Montoya-based episode.
Yeah. Gotta love.
It does develop her.
So this is a
She's a lesbian
women-written
now, by the way, in
episode,
the
women-directed episode, women-scored episode, and about a woman character episode.
Yeah.
The Cool Boys don't like this.
Renee Montoya is a lesbian in the current DC canon.
I actually did. I didn't mind the episode so much.
I thought it was boring. Bullock,
It was boring.
Bullock in particular is just, this incarnation of Bullock is kind of annoying. Like, I get that, like,
he's a fucking asshole of a cop, and he's a terrible cop.
He's just supposed to be a dumbass, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
His car is filthy.
Through his entire testimony.
He's just a liar. Yeah, he's just a deadbeat cop, you know.
who really loves candy.
But they make it seem like he might be bought or like he might be corrupt, but then he's not later on or something.
Yeah, he's a wild card. He's a fucking that's all he is. So this is how the episode kind of breaks down. Cool Boy Nation, we are told the story by the characters Bullock, Wilkes, and Montoya, and we are seeing the truth actually play out on screen. We're just hearing their rendition of the truth of their testimony, as you will. And the first one up is Bullock's testimony, and he tells his lie, and we pretty much kind of see this guy just be a complete asshole, right?
Yeah, he blames Batman for his own slip up
constantly. Well, Batman's not even involved at all.
and he says that he's a badass fighter. The image shows him causing the electrical fire.
Yeah.
And then in reality, Batman's the one that saves. There you go. Batman saves Bullock.
I really love this.
Then they, Bullock has a complete different story.
But before Batman saves Bullock and all that stuff, Steve, we see the goons, breaking in, right? And one of the hired goons is this huge Dick Tracy gangster motherfucker. And guess what? He's played by Ron Perlman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's Ron Perlman. The guy with the huge chin that looks like he's straight out of a Dick Tracy comic.
So is Ron Perlman, really.
Absolutely. That's maybe why they hired them or drew him that way. And they knew they were going to use Ron. Ron's a great voice actor. He's used a lot in the DCAU. He's constantly called back to, along with Clancy Brown. These are great voice actors they've used many times. Even Kevin Conroy's played multiple characters in a bunch of episodes. I mean, like they can't use Kevin enough. Guys, I do have some interesting facts here, though. So, Steve, you're right. There is this, crazy fire that ends up, going and tearing down this whole warehouse that, Bullock starts. And he has smoke inhalation and he passes out and Batman saves him. But I wanted to go over some smoke inhalation facts with you guys. Okay, this is from emedicinehealth.com. The number one cause of death related to fires is smoke inhalation. An estimated 50% to 80% of fire deaths are the result of smoke inhalation injuries rather than burns. And I think this is an important PSA
right
to
now?
let everybody know in Cool Boy Nation that if there's fire, get down low and crawl out.
This is us.
This is us. Going on to Act 2, we do see rookie Wilkes' testimony, and he portrays Batman as mythic, really, and he's very skeptical of Batman.
Well, I didn't think he was skeptical. I thought he was in awe.
I think he's the skeptical perspective.
He's a believer.
Definitely. He portrays Batman as being mythic, like this almost like legendary creature. Like
that's the opposite of skeptical.
Yeah, I think he finds him more amazing, and
I think his testimony is more skeptical. Is what I'm saying.
Of Bullock and Bullock's account, because he doesn't believe that Bullock did anything.
Yeah, he's much more favorable to Batman. He says that he pursued the two suspects, but Batman saves the day, and he definitely has a lot more fun storytelling where he's talking about it.
Like totally.
Lightning from his hands, and he throws those blades, and whatnot.
His dick was 9 feet long.
Yeah. Shot balls of lightning from his eyes, right? And fireballs from his arse. I am William Wallace.
I should rewatch that. I should buy that on Blu-ray.
Braveheart? I own that on Blu-ray.
My Blu-ray is just like one row on that fucking shelf, and I cleared up more space because it's just, even in 2018, 4K streaming on Amazon and Netflix does not compete with a 1080p Blu-ray.
I have a bookshelf Blu-ray now. It's been whittled down just to a bookshelf, and I have some drawers filled with some Blu-rays still, but that's about it.
Oh, really?
And some DVDs still. I got some DVDs for sure, and I have some VHSs still. That
I definitely still have DVDs. Seriously, Laserdisc. I should get into Laserdisc.
Wilkes' testimony
it's the future.
Bullshit, because the guy's fucking retarded. How could you believe him when you're like, he shot lightning from his fucking hands? Give me a break, kid.
Wilkes is kind of that template for that early cop who's just so in awe of Batman. He has or like shoots at him accidentally, which happens in The Dark Knight Rises and in Batman v Superman. Like that rookie experiencing Batman for the first time who just doesn't know what the fuck to do with it.
What I liked out of it was just having him mistake Batman's awesome tech for being, superpowers. And I think that's exactly what Batman wants, is that people to think that he has these, superpowers, but he's just able to have awesome tech. And so it's like exactly how he wants to be portrayed, I think. I think how the rookie sees him is how Batman wants people to fear him, that he's this, larger than life.
Spark shot from his fingers.
I like Montoya's testimony because she tells her truth without ratting out anybody. She's not a stool pigeon. You know what I mean? Snitches get stitches, and she knows better. So I like that Montoya. She was like, that's not exactly how it went down from my perspective. Your perspective's probably still accurate, but my perspective is this. And Batman must have had a second wind after you picked him up and saved his ass from smoke inhalation, which, remember everybody, smoke inhalation is 50% to 80% of fire deaths are caused by smoke inhalation, okay? You have to be careful. Smoke inhalation can occur when you breathe in the products of combustion during a fire. Combustion results from the rapid breakdown of a substance by heat, more commonly called burning, okay? Smoke is a mixture of heated particles and gases. It is impossible to predict the exact composition of a smoke produced by fire, the products being burned, the temperature of the fire, and the amount of oxygen available to the fire all make a difference in the type of smoke produced, okay? It's very important, Cool Boy Nation. Just want to make sure you know that.
I'm glad that you're worried about that.
Fire safety with Batman.
That's right. This episode's very much about fire safety, for sure.
There is an episode about gun safety later, so yeah, I mean, I guess they were trying to teach kids things. Be cool about fire safety.
I don't think this was teaching about fire safety.
Well, Ballard certainly is.
The I like how the boss, is it that they never introduce who he is, or do they show who the boss is?
No, they show him.
They show
the character. It's nobody you can recognize. It's just some random generic boss-looking gangster boss guy, and he's referred to as only the boss. That's what they call him, the boss. And yeah, we get Ron Perlman essentially attacking Montoya, and everything goes down. But what I think is most important is when we get through Act 2, we can move on to Act 3. And I think it's when we start to spotlight the episode on Officer Renee Montoya. And once again, she was created for Batman the Animated Series, even though she was introduced first in the comics. And we follow her figuring out, all this shit after Bullock and Wilkes and Montoya both lose their badges and their guns. She continues to do what a good cop does, and that's to continue to investigate and right the wrong. Well, she goes and finds out that Docs must have meant the Doc! Oh my God!
I love it. The guy with the Tommy gun is like the worst shot possible, and it's just shooting everybody. It's just missing everybody. It was with Montoya and Batman.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Well, yeah, Tommy guns weren't notoriously, I don't think, accurate.
I think they're pretty close.
Yeah, they're pretty close to accurate.
No. I mean, the distance between, the goons and Batman.
How do you know when there's all this smoke, Steve? Do I have to remind you some smoke facts? Okay? In a fire, Steve, most people that die in a fire, they die from smoke inhalation. That's about 50% to 80% of fire deaths. Okay?
Including the dad from This Is Us.
Oh, no. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
I kind of like the idea that I just spoil something in every episode.
So, we do get the Batman theme again in this episode. Did you guys know that?
I didn't notice it. I don't recall noticing it.
I really tuned out. This episode really bored me. I kind of tuned out.
Okay, so we get into Act 3, right? Montoya gets the docks. She sees all the henchmen at the docks doing all the shit, right? She ends up trying to break it up because Batman got captured and Batman's being, going to be taken to his death, but Batman's actually playing the fucking goons. The hired goons don't know Batman's playing them. Anyways, she comes in, quote unquote, saves the day, and when we're going and having the cart, what do you call it? The fucking, the thing. Oh my God, what are they called? Oh my God, we haven't gotten to that part of the episode yet.
When I see it, I'll be able to tell you. I don't know what you're talking about though.
It's the thing they drive. It's the, God damn it.
Forklift? I don't know.
Yes, the forklift. Yes, the forklift.
Just guessing.
The forklift. When we get to the forklift scene, that's when the Batman theme plays. When Batman's actually riding the forklift, you hear da-na-na-na.
Oh, really?
So I give this one probably.
Are we wrapping up?
That's how I feel. I don't know. This one was pretty lame. Do you want to keep going until it goes?
I just remember the name Hathcock.
Yeah, Dr. Hathcock. Doc Hathcock?
Because it sounds like half-cock. It sounds like half-cock. And half-cock makes me think of half a cock. Which is probably not something that you should be thinking about when watching an animated show for kids.
You know what's interesting actually about this episode? I guess this is, I mean, I really didn't care for this episode much either. But one of the things I did think was interesting after all said and done, and Montoya and Batman saved the day, with all their fucking, different dock equipment and blah, 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 this and that. We never saw Batman outside of the costume. He was never Bruce.
That's fine. It's not his episode. He's just being observed by others.
This is the first in the series, right? But
this is Gotham Central, basically. They're taking.
But right, this is Gotham. That's good. This is Gotham Central Police Department. But this is the first time we never saw him as Bruce Wayne. Yeah, it's all Batman.
It's all Batman, no Bruce.
And that's kind of interesting, I gotta say. I have to admire it for that. How many boys would you guys give it in the end? Since
2.
They did save the day and everything was done, and it was all wonderful.
1.
How many boys would you guys give it?
2.
I gave it 2 out of 5 boys as well.
That's high.
It's high.
I liked how it tried to do a Rashomon thing in the beginning. They're attempting to do interesting storytelling.
Oh, for sure. And that was great. Great on them.
Again, they do this thing where they're conveying dialogue that's different than what you're seeing. So I think that's always fun, like how they did it in that other episode with Poison Ivy, where they were conveying what, So I think that's always fun. And it's fun for a kid's show that they were able to do that. So I give it 2.
2.
I gave it 1 already.
Batman's tied up.
I'm done with this episode. We're done with we wrapped, right?
Yeah. Great bat stuff, gentlemen. Cool Boy Nation. Tune in next week Same cool bat time, same cool bat channel. Cool Bat Nation, be sure to let us bat know what you bat thought of P.O.V. or what your favorite bat episode is by bat emailing us at batmanandbeyondcoolboys@gmail.com. New episodes of Batman and Beyond come out every Thursday. Also, please check out our other great Cool Boy Central content with The Cool Boys Podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Patreon, where the Cool Boys have an uncensored discussion about 5 so cool movies, everything ranging from bods to dongs and all the boners they have given us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast and Facebook group us at The Cool Boys Podcast. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube by searching for The Cool Boys Podcast. And be sure to rate and review us on iTunes at The Cool Boys Podcast. And if you like, you can donate to us on Patreon and receive additional episodes of Cool Boys After Dark and a Cool Boy shout out on the Cool Boys Podcast that airs every Tuesday. You can find the Cool Boys on Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Byzies from Felk.
That's Byzies from Ballard.
And Byzies from Steven.
So cool.
Batman
And beyond.
Oh yeah.
Batman
and Beyond.
Oh, yeah.